Purple Positivity with Justin Ekstrom, brought to you by 7th Avenue Pizza. Grab one at your local grocery store or your local holiday station. 7th Avenue Pizza, before pizza became trendy.
Hello there, and welcome into another episode of Purple Positivity. I'm your host with the most second, third, fourth, and fifth chins that you can possibly have. Weird little stubble that comes out of his ears and whatnot. That's me, Justin Ekstrom at the Sports Crib 21. And we do have some positive stuff, but let's get some of the negative out of the way with this Packers debacle. We finally have a KOC game that is a fireable offense. Like, if you wanted, I'm not saying he should be fired. I'm just saying if Kwesi Adofo-Mensah or the owners or anybody wants to look at a game and be like, hey, you know, could we kind of stake this? It was at home against the Packers, 3.5 to 4 point favorites. You had everything to play for. And oh yeah, one purple positivity thing is Kirko Chainz with his shirt off and his kid with his shirt off doing the Gallahorn. At the beginning, like, if you're not pumped up after that, that crowd was rocking. I know the Vikings fans or the Vikings like to complain about the fans not being hyped and being the reason why they didn't come out fighting. You scored 10 points after Kirko Chainz had the crowd exactly where you needed it to be. That is fireable to me, because I guess we're taught that's coaching. But over the last 2 years, Kevin O'Connell, he's had his ups, he's had his downs. This is a down. I don't think he's going to get fired. I don't think he should be fired. But if you need to look at something like a reason for him to be fired, you can look at this past week's Green Bay Packers debacle. The team had no idea what they were doing. They weren't ready. Brian Flores' defense has been found out. We've been talking about that for a while. Credit Luke Braun. He's been talking about that for a handful of weeks already. It's found out. They figured it out. Somebody's tipping their hand. They know who's blitzing. And the front line not getting home. So that game's done. Lose 33-10 to the Packers when your whole entire season, truth be told, you win these last two games, you would have been able to go to the playoffs because of the way things shaped up on Sunday. But you just laid a gigantic egg. That's a lot of coaching. That's on players. That's on the players that you put on the field. So, I mean, that's KOC and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. That's on them too. Not 100%, because you got to put the players there. You don't have every player that you want to have. Players got to perform, but you ultimately chose which players to put there. Didn't work. That's on you. However, let's talk about the seasons of Danielle Hunter for one, Dalton Reisner for 2 since he came over, for 3, Addison. That's good. I was correct on the prediction that Danielle Hunter would have upwards of 15 plus sacks. I think I said 17. He still has a chance, but he's going to be a Pro Bowl games starter. It's just all game, he gets to go play dodgeball, ping pong, whatever the fuck. But he gets that. He deserved that. He basically wrote his own checks this weekend, or not this past weekend, but this past season. And some team's going to pay for him. Some team's going to come out and shell that 25 mil, 30 mil, whatever it is. But he's really, really great. And then Andrew DePaulo. With all the punting we did, I mean, there's our long snapper right there. Punting and kicking field goals and whatnot. He's a starter too. So 2 years in a row where he's the starter of the Pro Bowl. Awesome. That's really, really cool. But if you want to see the microcosm of what's going on with the Vikings right now, look on Vikings.com, look at that video of Kevin O'Connell telling them that they're Pro Bowl games participants. it just looks like it's people just hanging out at a park. Hey, it's your turn for strawberries. Oh, cool. I'm going to go have strawberries. And who won the beanbag tournament? These guys. Yeah, there was nothing. It was like they are in vacation mode already. They are ready to go to the Bahamas, ready to go Hawaii, wherever they're going. Harrison Smith, dude, he looked like he might be retiring, man. I think he's got a Hall of Fame worthy career. Never won an NFC championship. Never been to a Super Bowl. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough sell, but I think as far as safeties go, he's one of the best we've seen in this era, where you can't headhunt, but you sound tackling. I think just the last couple years, the way the defenses have been, I don't know, he's just not showing up on the field anymore. I think it's time for him to be done. I think he might be done, to be honest with you. I wanted to see him ride off into the sunset, but oh well. Final game, heading off to Detroit. Detroit has quite a bit to play for. But they can't get the 1 seed anymore because of that weird little, did he report, did he not report gate. Because Taylor Decker gate. Either way, had they won that game, they would be playing for the 1 seed. Now they could get the 2, they could get the 3. I think it's not really going to matter to them if they're the 2, the 3, or the 4, whatever it is. I think they can still get 2 or 3. Yeah, because they can't get the 4. It's the NFC South who will get the 4. But I don't think they're going to play for much. The Vikings have to win this game, and then all these other fucking intangibles have to happen. It's less than like 5% chance for them to even make the playoffs. I was looking at the ESPN predictor or whatever. They don't even show them on there to be able to make it to the playoffs, or they didn't the other day anyway. I haven't looked today, but I think the Vikings, traditionally in this spot, they win this game. Like in this game, like there is no reason for them to win this game except for to maybe like, hurt Detroit a little bit. I could see Chicago actually beating Green Bay because Chicago already has the 1 pick. They already have the number 1 overall pick because of Carolina thinking Bryce Young is the next coming of Jesus Christ. But I don't know. This season has been phenomenal. It's been fun. It has been a pleasure to be able to talk about this to you guys. I'm glad both of you listen to this. It's great. Eventually, I'll figure out the video thing so everyone has to look at my fat visage again. But until then, we'll just keep doing this. I predict the Vikings to win in a way that they shouldn't. They shouldn't win this game. Let's do like a stupid score of 25-19. That's what we're going to do. Vikes win by 6 for no fucking reason whatsoever. They just win, and then everything else goes to shit. Somehow all the other crappy teams get in. Green Bay gets in. Whatever it is. I could see Chicago winning. I could see Seattle losing to Arizona because Arizona, there's no fucking reason they beat the Eagles, and they beat the Eagles. So this season's weird. I think the playoffs are shaping up to be phenomenal. I think I'll talk about playoffs. We'll call it playoff positivity after the Vikings are done. I'll definitely wrap up the season next week, and the Vikings put a bow on it, do whatever, kick it into the moon, toss it into the sun, whatever you want. Fire it off into the sun, man. But special thanks to 7th Avenue Pizza. They're always with me. They're probably going to be nice sponsors of my birthday party again. My birthday poker tournament going to charity once again for the 5th straight year. It's my 18th birthday party, and I hope everyone can kind of show up for that. I hope 7th Avenue Pizza rides along with me on that one because this has been a hell of a season. It's been entertaining. I'm not going to say it's been real or it's been fun, but it's definitely been entertaining. So until next week when playoff positivity kicks off, I'm your host, Justin Ekstrom, and obviously, Skol bitches.